Hi, I'm so glad, family, to be back home from South Africa, only to embark upon our new initiative in Liberia. You know, we've been working in Liberia with providing over 17 wells. We started out with a clean water initiative with Apostle Eckhart, and then from the clean water initiative, we began to launch into the clinics with Prophet Marcus Beaver, and now we have 2 clinics that are there in Liberia. And so we provided health care, we provided clean water, and then we have a school with 850 kids that has been handed over to us. So then now there's education. So healthcare, clean water, education, these are the core building pillars of our ministry. And one component that is left that we're now hitting, and that is adequate housing. Many of the women that come to the clinic that have children in critical condition have to be like a Solomon decision of splitting the baby. Do you stay at home with the children that need you and abandon them to go be with the child that's critically ill? Or do you leave the critically ill child to be with the children back home, back in the villages, maybe 6-7 hours away? Well, we're building tiny houses for mothers and for families, like a Ronald McDonald House, but individual, where the mother can bring her children and be there on the compound and be able to be there for the care of that critical child. Then also we have another compound, because the government has given us, first they gave us 60 acres of land and then another 70 acres where we're building Shalom Acres. And this is our tiny house senior citizen compound, where senior citizens that have lived and survived through the war, some of them have never been homeowners. I'm at home, you may hear the lawnmower, whatever in the back with my neighbor's gardeners. There's nothing I can do about that. But I wanted to get this urgent appeal to you so that you can be a part of it. The tiny house projects in South Africa has been phenomenally a success, as well as it has been in Belize. But now we're embarking upon Liberia, which is a greater need. The economy of Liberia, the need for adequate housing, and many of the senior citizens you'll see live in just a thatched roof, very substandard living. And we want this chapter of their life and the golden years of their life to be the very best. They deserve it. And not just providing the houses for the senior citizens, but we have our own clinic, so they get free health care, free medicine. They get a chance to be seen by a doctor and have a proper home to go home to for the first time in their life. And then the last category, because we have different communities that we're building the senior citizen houses in. We're so excited. The last category is for teen senior mothers, or teen mothers that are pregnant and that give birth in our clinic, that are homeless, have nowhere to go after delivering their baby. Many just go live and sleep on the floor of someone. We have so many stories where a young girl got pregnant and delivered. She can't go back home because she maybe got pregnant out of wedlock or was raped and have nowhere to go and decided to keep the child and not rape it and not abort it. And then people also, some of the ladies that come in that have not only been a victim of gender-based violence, but sometimes they're in a position where they're sleeping, not that they want to sleep around, but just to have a shelter over their head. That should not be. So we have houses for them, and we're starting out with our first 52 houses in our compounds that we're building. We have plenty of acreage that has been given to us by the government. First 70 acres of land, then additional 60 acres of land, and you'll see where we cleared the land. We provided over 100 jobs where the men have been working in this remote region, clearing the land to start the building project for our houses, as you can see. So we're excited, and we're trusting that you'll want to be a part of providing a house, a tiny house in Liberia, our new initiative in Liberia. South Africa has been a success. We're still building in South Africa, but Liberia needs so much help. And just look at how holistic it is to build in Liberia, because we already have the clean water that we provided. We already have the school that's education, clean water. We already have the clinics that's healthcare. And now with the tiny houses, that's adequate housing. And so we're so excited about that. If you're interested in building a tiny house or partnering with someone to build a tiny house for a young mother, one that's delivered a baby from the hospital. And this is the thing I love about the way we design the housing development for the mothers that have delivered their babies and need housing. The compound are other mothers as well that have delivered, and it's like a community kitchen where if one mother doesn't have food, they can share the rice, they can share the yam, they can cook together. If one has to go for their child to be seen, or one is going out into the farm to work, some of the other mothers can stay back and they take turns to care for their baby. Really like a kind of co-op living, but yet they have their own place. We're so excited about providing empowerment and the needs of people, being God's hands extended. So we're excited about our Tiny House Library Project. We trust that you'll want to be a part of this. God bless you.